kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Ìṣàpá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Wọn kò fetí sílẹ̀ sóhun tólùkọ́ kọ́ wọn. Olùkọ́ ní kó kàwé wọn sì máa ṣeré ká. Wọ́n á jẹun 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 wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ roboto. Iṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ ìyẹn kì í ṣe tiwọn. Eré 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 ṣáni tiwọn. Dòdò àti ráìsì kò gbọ́dọ̀ kọjá. Wọ́n á jẹun 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 wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ roboto. Kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, permit me to welcome you to the Southwest Cattle, Sheep and Goats Farmers Day Out and Exhibition. Please put your hands together for yourself. Put your hands together for yourself for finding it a beautiful moment to be here. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen.
Mo kí gbogbo ìjókòólé, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́lá pàtàkì pàtàkì, pàápàá jùlọ olùgbanilámọ̀ràn pàtàkì àgbà lórí ìdàgbàsókè àwọn nǹkan ọ̀sìn. Ẹ tí wọ́n wà ń bí pẹ̀lú wa. Ẹ ṣeun, ẹ káàbọ̀ sà.
I am genuinely honored to stand before you today as we are gathered here in Ibadan, the heartbeat of the Southwest region, to celebrate the strength, resilience, and immense contributions of our ruminant farmers to the economic development of this nation. This significant event, the Farmers' Day Out for Southwest Ruminant Farmers, is a remarkable milestone for all of us in the livestock sector and a testament to our collective commitment to driving growth and sustainability in this vital sector. As a livestock farmer myself, in Oyo State, I deeply understand the challenges and rewards that come with raising livestock. I started my journey as a livestock farmer long before I assumed the office of Senior Special Assistant to the President on Livestock Development. So I share in your passion, your struggles, and your determination to making a lasting impact in the ruminant sector, which makes today's gathering all the more meaningful to me and all the more important. Today, as we come together under the theme, Sustaining Livestock Resilience in Changing Times, Innovation, Collaboration, and Growth for the Ruminant Sector, we recognize that our industry, like any other, is not immune to the pressures of the rapidly changing world. The Yorubas say, it is money that brings life, but sacrifice brings glory. What we are doing today as livestock farmers is not just about surviving, it is about sacrificing our comfort zone and embracing new ideas, innovation, and opportunities for growth. From unpredictable weathers to market mobility and disease outbreaks, the challenges are many. Yet, with innovation and collaboration, we can rise above those challenges. Our gathering today is a unique opportunity for all of us, farmers, policymakers, industry stakeholders, and innovators, to share knowledge, to discuss practical solutions, share ideas, and build relationships as well as partnerships that will chart the way forward for this sector. Our seminar and breakout sessions today will delve into key issues affecting the ruminant sector, and I encourage all of us to participate actively, engage with our experts and panelists, expert speakers and panelists, and network with fellow farmers and stakeholders.
Today we gather to celebrate the hard work, dedication, resilience of our livestock farmer, including myself. If we have not been there, maybe the nation concerning food will have been in a very big calamity. Livestock farmers are the lifebone of agriculture in Nigeria. The livestock industry is an integral part of the nation economy. Thereby, we contribute 13% of the activities of the economy to the economy, with about 3% GDP. As we showcase the best of livestock breed, farm practice, and innovation technology, I encourage you to embrace the opportunities of challenges associated with sustainable livestock production. Let us all work together to promote climate-smart agriculture, improve animal welfare, and enhance the livelihood of farmers and rural community. I would like to commend the organizers of this event, especially the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President. You are well commended, sir. The RECOMSET for their tireless efforts in bringing us together and promoting the growth and development of livestock industry. It is not easy to see captains of industry, academias, in a gathering like this. Even top civil servants are equally seated. I think they've done a very good work in bringing us together, and they deserve a round of applause.
It is a great honor to address you at this program. This gathering underscores our shared commitment to advancing the ruminant livestock sector, a vital component of our agricultural economy in Oyo State and the entire Southwest region. The theme for today's event, Sustaining Livestock Resilience in Changing Times, innovation, collaboration, and growth for the ruminant sector aptly reflects the challenges and opportunities before us. In an era marked by climate change, evolving market dynamics, and technological advancements, our resilience hinges on embracing innovation and fostering collaboration. The Oyo State government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, has been proactive in implementing policies to transform farming activities in livestock sector. Our vision is to restore, transform, and reposition agriculture as the foremost industry that drives the state's economy, provide food security, and serves as a sustainable platform for wealth creation for our people. In line with this, we have embarked on several initiatives. Oyo State government, through SAFER, have rolled out specific measures to address the immediate and long-term needs of our livestock farmers. Palliatives were given out to farmers in the state. I'm sure some of the farmers here have benefited from the palliative given to farmers, to goats and sheep farmers and cattle farmers. We gave out maize grains to poultry farmers. We gave out feed for fish farmers. Presently, vaccination is ongoing in the states on anthrax, CPP, and PPR vaccination for disease prevention among livestock farmers. Brewer dry grain and wheat offers were given to cattle farmers and sheep and goat farmers. Upcoming training on pasture production and management, upcoming training on hair tag and record keeping, advisory services provided by registered animal scientists from the Department of Animal Husbandry Services and veterinary doctors from the Department of Veterinary Services. Also, the World Bank Assisted Project, launched in the second quarter of 2024, aims to improve productivity, commercialization, and resilience within the livestock sector of Nigeria.
It is my pleasure to deliver this good message at today's program. Firstly, I would like to express gratitude to the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, in person of Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who listened to the recommendation of the people and created the Ministry of Livestock Development. Please give our President a round of applause. The creation of a Livestock Development Ministry has long been overdue, and the President listened to the recommendations of the people and has created this ministry. We really appreciate him. The primary objective of this ministry is to develop the livestock sector and also to put an end to the farmers' herders' crisis, which has resulted in loss of lives and properties and has also caused a great reduction in agricultural productivity. I will also want to convey the felicitation of the Honourable Minister of Agriculture and Food Security in person of Senator Abubakar Kyari, CON, a person who is committed to sustainable agriculture in Nigeria through various improved technologies. Additionally, I would like to appreciate all those who are here, especially members of Animal Science Association of Nigeria, ASAN, and I also am a member of ASAN. I am an animal scientist by profession. I appreciate all members of ASAN. I appreciate all stakeholders in the livestock sector. I appreciate the managing director and his real people concept and all his assistants who have made this program a reality. I appreciate all of you. I also want to appreciate our esteemed farmers, our great farmers. Great farmers. No farmer. Our dear farmers, we sincerely appreciate you. You are the ones that are in the field You are the ones that are coping with all the problems that is facing the livestock subsector. This morning on the AFAN platform, there is a video there of somebody complaining that his farm had been ravaged by animals. So the primary objective of this ministry is to ensure that all these problems, we put an end to it so that the nation can move forward, so that livestock sector can move forward. I appreciate all our farmers who are in the field, coping with the problems, coping with so many problems.
I am delighted to be present here today on this great occasion of the Southwest Cattle, Sheep and Goat Farmers Day Out exhibition. First of all, it is of great importance that I applaud and appreciate the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Livestock Development and the organizers of this laudable program. The timing is good and the initiative is perfect. Sustaining livestock resilience in changing times, innovation, collaboration, and growth for the ruminant sector is a theme with embedded conceptualizations. This program has come up at a critical time when our livestock sector really needs repositioning. Thus, coming together as an entity in this sector with all relevant stakeholders in attendance, I believe if we truly work together as experts, professionals and farmers, we will have the desired results and move our country forward. It is good to recall that it is the aspiration of the present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to vehemently drive the renewed hope mantra for the overall benefit of our farmers, in particular, the livestock farmers. To this end, the President recently created the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development. This is to enable us work more closely together to achieve sustainability in livestock production. The current administration, through the ministry, will ensure that farmers will not bear their burdens alone anymore. For the purpose of today's event, I want to implore every participant to share knowledge, ideas, and innovation that will further strengthen livestock production, and also that we all go back to appropriate all that has been seen and discussed.
I am deeply honored to be the special guest of honor from the Presidential Livestock Reform Committee at this momentous occasion of the Southwest Cattle, Sheep and Goat Farmers Day Out and exhibition. First and foremost, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to the organizers and participants of this event. Your dedication to the livestock industry is truly commendable, and I am thrilled to see the progress you have made. As we gather here today, I am reminded of the significant role that the livestock sector plays in our national economy. It is a vital source of income for our many families, particularly in rural areas, and contributes substantially to our country's food security. The Presidential Livestock Reform Committee is committed to supporting the growth and development of the livestock industry. We recognize the challenges that farmers face, from climate change to disease outbreaks, and we are working tirelessly to address these issues. To the farmers, great farmers, I want to assure you that we are committed to providing you with the necessary support to enhance your productivity and competitiveness. We will continue to work with you to identify areas of need and develop solutions that are tailored to your specific requirements. As we celebrate this momentous occasion, I would like to leave you with a few words of encouragement. Let us continue to work together to build a vibrant and sustainable livestock industry. Let us embrace innovation and technology to improve our productivity and efficiency.
And we are really delighted at Alice Feed Mill about how things are going and how we can improve this subsector. Actually, this subsector has been not meeting the demands of today's requirements, and it has been a subsistence farming that will not be able to transform itself into the new technologies. Actually, while at Elite Feed Mills, Adva Feeds, we have been studying all those raw materials and how we can improve those efficiencies of this sector and other things that are be done. Definitely no one person can do it. It's about what can be done with all the stakeholders between the academia, the industry, and the state governments, the federal governments. We are part of the industry, and we are having the best technologies, the state-of-art technologies that are there, starting from the milling technologies to the lab facilities, and be able to work well with the industries. This is not the first time we visit this place or we present in this place. This is not the first time we deal with real concept and other agencies and other sectors and entities. So it's all about having everybody under one roof, sitting together with a common goal to have a sustainable livestock industry.
It is with great pleasure and honor that I join you on this important occasion, the Southwest Cattle, Sheep and Goat Farmers Day Out exhibition. On behalf of the International Livestock Research Institute, ERI, I would like to first express my gratitude to the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the establishment of the Ministry of Livestock Development. Also, I want to extend our sincere congratulations to the organizer of this program, the real people concept, and most especially the SSC, to the President and the participants for making this day impressive, very possible. And also I want to greet all the farmers here for creating time out of no time, because it's not easy to leave your farm as a livestock farmer to come and sit down here. Once again, thank you, Ma. Thank you, sir, for coming. The livestock sector is crucial in fulfilling the growth need for animal protein, generating employment opportunity, and contributing to the environmental sustainability. Nevertheless, it is also encounters challenges such as climate change, disease outbreak, and the necessity for enhanced production practices.
Ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, alakowe sota imoro, ebini osorofu, alakowe sota imoro, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, ebini osorofu, alakowe sota imoro, ebini osorofu, alakowe sota imoro, ebini osorofu.
Before we start talking about ruminant feeds, we need to understand what the ruminants themselves are. What are ruminant livestock? And what kind of food? Ruminant animals are animals that have a complex stomach. The stomach is divided into about 4, and this allows them to be able to digest very highly fibrous materials. Very few livestock have this ability. So the implication of this is that they can eat anything that your pig or your poultry cannot eat. You give them a highly fibrous feed, they eat it. I understand that during the World War II, some countries in Europe had nothing to feed the animals. You know what they feed them? Paper. Paper, ordinary paper. What other animal can do that except cattle, sheep, and goats? So we are talking about cattle, sheep, and goat today, and their special ability is that they can eat feeds that otherwise other livestock cannot eat. That makes it that they don't compete with human beings for very valuable food. Next slide. So, what kind of feed do ruminants eat? I summarize this to be fodder, that is any green plant, but usually for us farmers, it's easier to say grass or legumes. They eat roughages, that is any material that is high in fiber. if you treat it well for them. As a matter of fact, I'm holding one of the feeds for ruminants because it is fiber. It has a lot of wood. If you treat your wood, don't misquote me, wood is not the best feed for ruminants, but if you process it well, even wood can become feeds for ruminants. So anything that has high fiber can become food for your ruminants. More practically, we use things like silage, crop residues, and so on to feed our ruminants. Of course, there's also what we call concentrate. You know, people have a very skewed idea of concentrate. They think it is the poultry feed that is being sold in the market. Yes, that is a concentrate, but concentrate goes beyond that. Anything that has a high concentration of energy is a concentrate. So your maize grain, your soya bean, your sorghum, even your cassava becomes a concentrated feed. So fodder and roughages constitute about 90% of what your ruminants eat. If you want to upgrade, you may upgrade to about 70% and give 30% of concentrate. But at 70% of the total diet, you will agree with me that this fodder deserves to be given more attention. So let's look at the holistic way of feeding your ruminants on a year-round basis. When we talk about feeding your animals on a year-round basis and having sufficient feed, you have to look at 3 different factors. What is the quantity of feed that my animals are eating? What is the quality of this feed? And is it available all through the year? So these are things that you must have to be able to answer.
Ṣé abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára ó ṣe pàtàkì fún àwọn màálù àti ewúrẹ́ àti àgùntàn wa. Ìgbà míì wà torí pé wọ́n máa ń rìn kiri, a rò pé bóyá wọ́n need àjẹsára. Àjẹsára yìí kò òun kọ́ ló máa dípò oúnjẹ gidi tí wọ́n sọ. Òun kọ́ ló máa dípò pé wọ́n rí atẹ́gùn dáadáa. It's not a substitute for good nutrition. It's not a substitute for adequate ventilation, effective sanitation. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dé oko ẹlòmíì, láti máìlì kan sí oko yẹn ló ti máa rùn. These are not good for health management of the animal. And you must know, ìgbà míì wà torí pé wọ́n jẹ ẹran tí wọ́n tètè sick, wọ́n tètè ní àrùn yẹn tètè jẹ jáde. A rò pé wọ́n nídìí àjẹsára àti ìtọ́jú tó yẹ. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ káyékẹ́ mọ̀ ni pé ó yàtọ̀ sí ènìyàn tí ó sọ pé lọ́dún tó kọjá mo gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára fún eléyìí àbí fún tọ̀hún. Torí pé wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀, ìyẹn ò ní pé ká má ṣe abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára yẹn. Àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára tá máa ń fún wọn, ìmí wà tó yẹ pé olóṣù 3, ìmí olóṣù 6, ìmí olóṣù 9, ìmí ọdún kan. And once you miss that vaccination period, you may have 1,000, 2,000 animals in your farm. First 3, 4, 5 years, you may not have problem. But once the problem starts, it may likely wipe out the animal. Ọdún méjì, mẹ́ta, mẹ́rin, márùn-ún, àlèmọ́ rí àìsàn yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n ó lè jẹ́ pé ọdún tó máa yọ ní ọjọ́ Monday, the senior special assistant to the president was giving us a seminar on webinar at national level, and he was talking about monitoring. Máa sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ tó bá yá. Ṣẹ́rí kí ẹran kan máa rìn kiri láì ní àbójútó kò dáa. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìgbà òjò àti ìgbà ẹ̀rùn lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Àwọn àìsàn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà òjò ni la máa ń rí. Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ìgbà ẹ̀rùn. And you must prepare for this. There are a lot of parasites that are common during the rainy season, and there are some of them that are common during the dry season. You must not just buy an animal and bring it to your farm without certifying that the animal is vaccinated. Ṣẹ́rí àkàmọ́ mú àwọn ẹran ẹ̀rà oko látọ̀dọ̀ òjò ẹ kò lọ sí fáàmù àìná láì béèrè pé ṣé ó gba abẹ́rẹ́ àjẹsára àbí kò gbà. So ńgbà tí wàhálà bá wá dé làwọn máa sá kiri. Ìgbà tó bá tí wàhálà bá dé yẹn àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ àwọn oògùn tá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń kó sí wọn lára yẹn ó lè má ṣiṣẹ́. So a gbọ́dọ̀ mọ èyí, and we must know, the vaccination procedure for cow, like I told you, there are some of them, àwọn bí àwọn sìn yẹn àwọn màlúù abẹ́rẹ́ tá gbọ́dọ̀ fún wọn wà tó bá di oṣù mẹ́ta, tó bá di oṣù mẹ́sàn-án, tó bá di ọdún kan, lẹ́yìn ọdún kan yẹn a máa fún wọn ní ọdọọdún. Once there is parasite control and there is vaccination, 5 things is sure. You can be sure that your production will be on the increase. Sharing àwọn àìsàn kan wà, streptotrichosis, ó máa ń dàbí pé wọ́n lẹ bọ́tìnì mọ́ ara ẹran báyìí ni. N tó máa ń ṣe ni pé ó máa ń fa omi ẹran ara. Ẹ rí i pé àwọ̀ màlúù yẹn á wá lẹ̀ mọ́ ẹran ara ẹ̀. So the skin will stick to the skin will stick to the muscle of the. So there is dryness, there is dehydration. Àwọn ẹran tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n lè ṣe dáadáa. Tó bá tiẹ̀ lóyún ó máa bọ̀ tiẹ̀ ni. Àwọn ọkùnrin wọn ní produce wọn ní lè kò ní agbára láti gun màlúù obìnrin bí tiẹ̀. So you must take caution and present it and make sure that you do the vaccination and parasite control on time.
Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn nǹkan kan tó ṣe pàtàkì tẹ́ pé ó dàbí ẹni wípé àwa àgbẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà, àwa àgbẹ̀ olóko ọ̀sìn tí a ò tí ì mú lọ́kùnkúndùn, òun ni ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láti ṣe kíni, láti jẹ́ kí àwọn nǹkan tí a nílò láti ṣe àbí àwọn nǹkan tí ó nílò fún ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀ka ibi tí àwa ti ń jẹun a ò tí ì ṣètò. So ara nǹkan tí mo máa sọ nìyẹn. So this afternoon I'll be talking about collaborative efforts for livestock advocacy and policy dialogue. Yes, policy dialogue. Kí ni à ń pè ní policy dialogue? Ìfikùnlukùn ìjíròrò lórí àgbékalẹ̀ tí gbogbo wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè àbí àwùjọ kan tí a nílò láti fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Àgbékalẹ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba, àti fi gbogbo àwọn policy issues àti filẹ̀ fún ìjọba. Most times a ò kì í dá sí, a ò kì í ṣípá láti rí i pé contributions wa ó wà nínú ẹ̀. Ìdí tí a fi máa ń rí policy somersault nìyẹn. Ní ìgbà tí a rí pé àwọn kan jókòó síbì kan tí wọ́n formulate policy tí wọ́n máa implement lórí wa. Nígbà tí policy yẹn bá dé, tó bá jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí kò wúlò fún wa ni, àbí tó jẹ́ pé kò bá nǹkan tí à ń ṣe mu, tá la fẹ́ blame, á blame ìjọba náà ni. Tí a bá wò ó, a rí i pé policy dialogue yẹn ó jẹ́ ibi tí àwọn tí wọ́n ní àfojúsùn kan tí ó jọra wọn. Fún àpẹẹrẹ, tí a bá wò ó sí pé àwọn tí ó jẹ́ pé màálù, ọ̀sìn màálù ni wọ́n ti ń jẹun, a ó rí vet ń bẹ̀, a ó rí àwọn tó ń ta milk ń bẹ̀, a ó rí àwọn tó ń pa ẹran tà ń bẹ̀, a ó rí àwọn tó ń ta oúnjẹ ẹran ń bẹ̀, a ó rí àwọn oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ojú kan ni wọ́n kọjú sí, ṣùgbọ́n màálù yìí náà ni wọ́n jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Àwọn wọ̀nyí ni wọ́n lè kóra wọn jọ pọ̀. Bó ti jẹ́ wípé kì í ṣe pé nǹkan kan náà ni wọ́n fẹ́. Àwọn tó ń fẹ́ mílìkì ń fẹ́ mílìkì, àwọn tó fẹ́ tẹran, ṣùgbọ́n màálù yìí náà ni àfojúsùn gbogbo wọn. So àwọn tí wọ́n lè jọ kóra wọn jọ nìyẹn. Then, a tún ní àwọn tí à ń pè ní advocacy. Kí ni advocacy? Advocacy is àgbàwí bí wípé bí a ṣe ń polongo, bí a ṣe ń fi ìmọ̀ nǹkan tí à ń ṣe tí a fi ń yé àwọn tí kò yé, bí a ṣe ń correct àwọn misinformation tí ó ń lọ káàkiri lórí iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe, bí a ṣe ń béèrè fún àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ tí a nílò láti ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe. And advocacy can be individual, ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ group. But àwọn Yorùbá máa ń sọ kí nìkan wá ní àgbájọwọ́ òun la fi máa ń sọ̀yà. The more formidable your group is, the more power of advocacy ni a máa lè generate. Advocacy is actually important for building trust and to shape policy perception. Nígbà tí àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tó bá kóra wọn jọ tí wọ́n bá ń sọ nǹkan tí àwa náà bá dìde sí pé lórí oko báyìí ló ṣe rí o, ṣe mọ̀, by the time tá bá máa come together, kìíní yẹn kọ́ ó máa wà more important, ó máa wà more robust. Then we use it to influence policy and we use it to educate. Education ni mò ń sọ pé a máa fi máa educate ara wa àti àwọn ará ìlú nípa nǹkan tí à ń ṣe. Nítorí pé kí ni ìgbà míì wọ́n ti sọ fún ẹ pé lẹ́yìn àti your age o tún jẹran. All those misinformations are there. Ẹlòmíràn sọ pé o tún jẹyin. We need to educate our people on all of these things.
Tá bá wo ìjókòó wa lọ́sàn-án yìí, tá bá wò káàkiri, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níwájú ẹ wo ẹ̀yìn, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lẹ́yìn ẹ wo wájú. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ langba mélòó la rí láàrin wa? So we have very few youth that are involved in livestock farming, especially ruminants. Ruminant is one area that we don't have many youths coming in. And it is important for us to ensure that we attract them, we engage them, we empower them, and we retain them because they are very crucial to the future that we're looking at. Livestock sector is a crucial component of agricultural development. And especially in the Southwest. This house is filled up, I believe, with ruminant farmers, cattle, sheep, and goat. And it tells us that, in Southwest, we have a lot of farmers, in cattle, sheep, and goat. And these also contribute to food security. It contributes to employment generation. And of course, it helps in the rural livelihood. If we must achieve the theme of this event, we cannot keep aside the involvement of youth in what we are discussing. But we all know that ruminant faces a lot of challenges. Now the drought has come. A lot of ruminant farmers are running helter-skelter, looking for ways, to take care of their animals. Like I said, we don't have too many youth also in this. And so, for resilience, youth must be engaged. Why? Lot of energy, lot of creativity, adaptability, and they bring innovation. Youth are full of innovation. And so that's why we need to attract them deliberately to this sector. Next slide. Now, we have a lot of youth. I don't need to go into all the details. We have a lot of youth. Why youth engagement? Why is it crucial? We have a lot of youth. Many of them are not engaged. We can engage them with ruminant production. Food security. You all know how much you are buying a kilo of beef in the market now. But when we have our youth coming into this, we can increase the production and the cost of food can come down. Economic development, innovation, and technology. Youth can bring a lot of innovation and technology. Next slide. What are the challenges of youth participation in livestock farming? Limited access to resources. Land is crucial for ruminants. Finance is important. Capital input is also important, but these are not readily available for the young people. And the next one is negative perception of agriculture.
agriculture is painted as a poor man's business, and no youth want to be associated with this. If you look at any events, even at global stage, when they are presenting agriculture, you see the face of a wrinkled woman inside one dirty water. You know, that's what is being projected, even at global level, as though it's changing, you know, in recent time. No young person wants to go into this. But I can tell you, farmers are very rich. Ask those who have cattle in their yard, in their herd now, they can tell you how much their herd is worth. The next challenge is, I'm still on that slide, please. The next challenge is skill gaps. Skill gaps. Many don't have the right knowledge, you know, when it comes to ruminant production, even livestock production. So the skill gap, the knowledge gap is a challenge, and the policy and institutional barriers are also there. Do we have policies that support empowering young people in livestock production?
About what have been said, improving the breed of the cattle, sheep, and goats in Nigeria. What do we need to pay attention to when we are talking about improving the breeds? The title that was given to me talks about improving breed performance through selective breeding and genetics, strategies for introducing and improving the local and exotic breeds to enhance productivity in cattle, sheep, and goats. While I was preparing, I tried to modify this topic so that it can actually bring the reality and simplify what we need to talk about. And in simplifying that topic, and I came up with this second topic, which leads us to the next slide. And the next topic, the simple topic I would like to quickly run through this afternoon is enhancing productivity in cattle, sheep, and goat through selective breeding and genetics. As we are going into this topic, permit me to go into a quote said by one of the prominent Nigerians who is also an agricultural economist and who has gotten a lot of experience when it comes to agriculture. That states that, the next slide please. And the quote is from one of our prominent citizens in the country, in person of Dr. Akinloye Additional. It says that the future millionaires and billionaires of Africa will not be coming from oil and gas. Do we all agree with that, please? Do we all agree with that? If we agree with that, we should give ourselves a round of applause. Because seated here this afternoon are billionaires of Nigeria in the next generation. Are we agreeing with that? Billionaires in the house, you can clap for yourself more than this. You may not be believing that yet. You may not actually see that yet. But this afternoon, I want to tell you that if only your mind can conceive it, if only your heart can conceive it, then it can get to you. If only you can see that picture, that the future billionaires of Nigeria lies in all of us that are seated here. But it has to be a step at a time. And one of the big steps you have to take this afternoon is because you are here. One of the big steps we have taken towards ensuring being a billionaire and the next millionaire, as the case may be, is because you are here. We are going to talk more about this quote, even as I round up with the topic. It says that nobody smokes gas. Nobody smokes drinks. Do we agree? Even the artificial intelligence that is in vogue now, ICT and everything, food has to be taken by everyone. You cannot operate computer system perfectly if there is nothing in your stomach. Do we agree? And that is why you are so important to this future. And that is why your importance to the next generation of greatness is you. And that is why you must not allow anybody to look down on you. It is often said that when you call yourself a farmer, people will look at us. But often and over again, in the past, let me say the little time I've been in this profession, nothing less than about 25 years, I can say confidently that I am proud to be an agriculturist. If you are proud to be an agriculturist, you can jam your hands together. Thank you very much. The next slide, even as we move on because of our time. This is just an overview. I know a lot of my mentors and guys that have spoken earlier must have dived into this area so much that till date in Nigeria, that the fourth quartile, which we hear now, agriculture still contributes 28.65% to the gross domestic product of Nigeria when it comes to our economy. And that is very huge. As a matter of fact, I wish to tell us that agriculture is the leading sector, even above ICT, above health, that is contributing to the economy of this nation. So it tells us how important you are in contributing to that greatness. The next slide, because of our time. Now, let's look at that progression we have. In that contribution, let's look at what happened from 2019 to 2024. And on this note, I want us to give a round of applause to the government of Nigeria for what they are doing. We can do better. We can do better. His Excellency, sirs, when you return to the presidency, and even at the presidency level, I want you to help us appreciate the presidency more. The progressions we have witnessed, even though it may not yet be evidenced even to most of us, but let's look at that progression. From 2019 to 2024, it wasn't declining. But what was it doing? Increasing. Increasing. And from all indices, and with the little I've seen on the field, I can confirm that by the time we enter into the first quarter of 2025, the geometric increase we are going to witness is going to be higher than this.
Major thing that Nigeria can market outside this country is agric produce. We have the land, we have the wherewithal to produce enough for us and still export outside the country. As at today, Nigeria is not one of the leading countries in ruminant exports at all. In fact, we are not there at all. I can say it authoritatively that Nigeria is not among those countries exporting ruminant outside the country. There are years when we have to import some ruminant into Nigeria. I remember in 2012, there was scarcity of ram in Nigeria. Our people went as far as Republic of Benin to import ram. There is a town they call Gaidam in Oyo State. It borders Niger. They bring rams and goats to Nigeria through their porous border every Wednesday. And they still do that till date. This shows that we have not produced enough, not to talk of exporting it. The market is there for us to explore.
Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Iyán àtẹ̀bà ló ń jẹ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò jẹyán á jẹ̀bà tó tutù. Ìṣápá láìsí iyán àti ẹ̀gúsí